Hello everybody and welcome to SA Bricks, and today the new LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl has been officially revealed, and so let's take a look. So guys, here we have it, set number 10365, Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship from that LEGO Icons line. The set looks absolutely insane, and it is so cool to finally have LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean back after over 10 years of waiting. Looking at the front of the box, you can see it's quite tall. However, the ship looks absolutely amazing. I love the color scheme they've chosen. It's very accurate with the small touches of brown and the full ship being black. Also, you can see here one of the minifigures, which is a statue on the front of the ship. Looking at the front of the ship, you can see this really accurate design, which uses so many cool parts to make the famous Black Pearl ship. I love how it has a display stand, giving it the UCS feel, and also you can get a glimpse at the really detailed and accurate minifigures. I love how they have a few brown accents in the mainly black ship to give it some colour, and also the sand green statue at the front. I think this set looks really cool and really reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Looking at the back of the ship here, you can see a really detailed window design for the back room, and also we have these Spider-Man web pieces all over the ship so the crew can climb up and down all of the masts to reach the sails. I think this is a really cool feature, and also I believe these new sails are actually just a fabric thing, no plastic or anything, which is actually really cool to see and gives it this authentic feel. You can also separate the bottom to the top of the ship. This gives it an underwater look, so if you're going to put this in a mock perhaps with the sea, you can have it looking like it's under the sea. The set includes 8 minifigures here, our first one being Joshua Gibbs. His blue colour for his coat is quite accurate to what we see in the movies, and I love this new face print. It looks really cool and again really accurate. His hairpiece was used all those years ago in the original Pirates of the Caribbean sets, but still works really well for the minifigure. Then we have Anne Maria. She looks really cool. She's quite an obscure character in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but she does look really cool with a new torso print and possibly new face. I'm not entirely sure. Although I would love to have seen here a new hair hat combo for the minifigure with the pirate's hat that she's seen wearing in the movies. Then we have Will Turner. He isn't the classic look we have in most of the other Pirates of the Caribbean sets from a few years ago, but he does look really cool. His face print is quite accurate. I'd say the older ones could be a bit more accurate, and he has the same hairpiece as Joshua Gibbs. Then we have Elizabeth Swann. She has the Aztec gold with a 1x1 printed stud. That is a really cool thing. I know what LEGO would actually do. So that is a really cool print. She has this really cool printed dress and torso. It's very accurate to the movies and looks really cool. Her face print is reused from many characters like Black Widow. It's not brilliant, but it does get the job done. And again, her hairpiece is quite accurate. Then we have Jack Sparrow. He's got this newer skin tone, which is a little bit darker than normal LEGO minifigures, but I do love his torso print. However, his legs aren't quite as accurate with a dark blue colour. Maybe they should have gone with brown or grey for this part of the legs. I love his new hair hat combo. I think the thicker dreads in his hair do look really good, and the hat obviously is just really accurate. This is classic Jack Sparrow right here. Then we have Captain Barbossa. This minifigure looks really cool and again really accurate. It's so cool to see these guys finally back in LEGO after all these years. I believe his legs and torso are in gunmetal grey, which is an interesting choice, but again a really cool minifigure. I love his hair hat combo with a feather on top. How cool is that? Then we have Cotton. He's got his parrot. However, it's not on his shoulder like we see in most of the movies. I would love to have seen some kind of new piece or new mold so that it can actually connect to his shoulder, perhaps through the neck. But anyway, overall it's quite a nice minifigure. The torso is quite accurate. And then finally we have Marty. who's using the shorter legs, which is very accurate. And I love his torso with the overcoat and the white shirt and the keys. I believe his face print is a new one, and again, it's really, really accurate. Looking at the back of the ship here, we can see that we've got the captain's quarters. Sadly, there is no door into this room, and it's kind of inaccessible to the rest of the ship. However, we can see here Captain Barbossa's secondary face print, which has his skeleton look. Sadly, his hands don't match this, but it is still really cool to see. Maybe also Jack Sparrow has this in the set. This room is quite nice. I like how it has some items of food like fish, apples and croissants, and also in the back a map. So overall, not bad, although I'd love to have seen some kind of door to get into this room. We also have a bit more interior space here, which can be seen via this photo. You can see we have two rooms here, one with a treasure chest inside of it, and another room which I can't see anything inside of it. You can see like this panel off the top, which has also got a smaller rowboat on top to view this area. I believe there isn't much interior space, as there actually is this play feature in the set where you can turn these two cogs at the back, making all the cannons move, which is actually really, really cool. So overall, it is really, really cool to finally have Pirates of the Caribbean back in LEGO form. It is like a really, really cool set, and I do hope they continue this line a bit like the Lord of the Rings sets. There is still many ships that LEGO could make, from the Flying Dutchman to Queen Anne's Revenge. So that would be really cool to see in LEGO, in particular the Flying Dutchman, because it's never been made before, and I would absolutely love to see a LEGO Davy Jones minifigure. So overall, a really cool set. Also, if you buy the set in the first few weeks of its release, you get this really cool Jack Sparrow's compass build. This life-size model of Jack Sparrow's compass looks really cool. I like the printed element in the center to show all the directions of his compass. I think it looks really, really cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.